Hello, hello. Priscilla Anika Trakariko coming into you live. Welcome on into my page. If this is the first time you have watched any of my social media lives, posts, welcome on in. Say hello. I love it when people comment so I can say hello back. If you have been here for quite a bit, if you have watched me for a couple of years, make sure you say hello. Give me a love heart or a thumbs up because it is so nice to know that you are here. So today I'm going to be coming to you about something really powerful that you as a coach, a mentor, a muse must understand about your own body for you to feel good supporting others. So I'm going to share this with you and I'm going to go into how this works. And then, as always, if you want to go deeper with me, if you want to dive in to this like in a really powerful way, then I'm going to give you an opportunity later on how to do that. So make sure you stay tuned because there is so much gold that I'm here to share with you. So let me just check whether this looks like it's working. I think it is. It all looks live. So that's wonderful. I hope you had a nice Christmas. I had a really, really beautiful Christmas. It was so good. We had it at our place this year. We had family come over here on Christmas Day. And it was just such a lovely day. We had so much support with people bringing food, and then we made food as well, and it was just a really nice family get together. And then Christmas Eve we went to see my parents, and it was really lovely to hang out with them. We thought this year would be hard because my dad's in hospital, but it was really nice. It was a beautiful, beautiful Christmas. So I hope you had a nice Christmas too. And so I'm going to dive straight in to this concept of your nervous system training you, not testing you. Because I feel like this is so important for us as we support our clients, as we support our community. When we feel like we wobble, when we feel like something comes along and our nervous system has symptoms, our body whispers things to us and we question ourselves and we wonder to ourselves, like, what is going on with us? And so many women fall into this trap of feeling like there's something wrong with them when their body signals them. Like, this is such a huge thing that I want you to understand. When your body signals to you that something isn't right, when you get symptoms of like stress or shock or discomfort, your body is training you, not testing you or putting you down. And so how this concept works is that when you get the signal, a lot of people think it's bad. Like if you have something happen and you feel your nervous system wobble and you feel uncomfortable and you feel like you don't have the capacity to cope, you feel like when someone is like questioning you, judging you, like saying bad things about you, or you have a fight with someone that you love, and you start to go into things in your nervous system where it feels uncomfortable, where it feels like something's not quite right, where it feels like you don't have the capacity to cope. I had someone that I was coaching through this week, and she had, she's a coach, and she had something happen in her personal life. And it's a pattern that keeps recurring, and she got really upset with her body because her body went into this mode where she's like, I don't know if I can cope with this. I don't know if I have the capacity to deal with this. Like I can feel it in myself that I don't have the capacity to deal with it. And she was like upset at herself for her body giving her that signal, for her body feeling that way. And she wanted to stop it. She wanted to make it go away. And this is what we have whenever we have a symptom, whenever we have something wrong with us, or like, we think that there's something wrong with us. We just want it to disappear. We want it to go away. We want to fix it. But we don't consider that our body is doing it for our own evolution. And this is such a beautiful concept that I want to introduce to you, and then I want to open up more for you so that you can really tap into it within your body, that your nervous system is training you, it's helping you, it's there so that you understand where you're at. And if we take it as a negative, if we take it as a bad thing, it's like we kind of lose hope, and we kind of feel like there's nothing more that we can do, or that like we get this alarm state almost, like we must do something about it straight away. We either have to do something straight away, or we give up and there's nothing we can do. But what I want you to understand is that every single signal that comes within your body is there to help you. It's like pain receptors are there so that we can feel pain. If we didn't have that, we would actually hurt ourselves and we wouldn't even know about it. Like, you know, when you touch a hot surface, when you touch fire, your body tells you that it's painful to help you. And this is what happens within our nervous system. Whenever we get the signal that something isn't right, whenever our body flags it for us, it is there to help us. It's there to support us. And instead of getting caught up and worrying that something is wrong with us and needing to put out the fire, instead we look at it as part of our evolution, as part of our growth, and that our nervous system is helping us, it's supporting us, it's letting us know where we're at, because if it didn't let us know where we're at, we'd have no feedback, we'd have no way of knowing where we're at. So it's useful to know. And the concept of shifting it, of being able to evolve with it, comes from us being able to tap in to know where we are in the first place. It is only those that can't cope with tapping into where they are, that put themselves down for where they are, they're the ones that get pulled back. It's like you're judging the fact that your body tells you that something's hot as your body being mean to you. It's like, how could that be? Your body's telling you that it's hot to protect you. And so whenever you get signals within your nervous system that something isn't right, you're wobbling or you feel uncomfortable, your nervous system is trying to help you, not trying to hinder you, not trying to push you back. It's only when you keep getting the same signals over and over again and you don't know how to change it is when you'll feel like it's a cage, is when you feel that you're boxed in by it. But when you flip the concept, when you understand that it is there to train you so that you know where you are and that you get to change it, you get to shift it, you get to step into whatever the heck you want to be. You get to choose. Every moment we get to choose. But if we're pulled in to the lack of choice because we keep hearing the same things from our body over and over again, we keep feeling the same things, we keep stepping into the same patterns, only in a slightly different frame, that's when we start feeling that we're out of control or that we can't control the situation, and then we're either going to try to like force a control over it, which we know doesn't work, right? We try to push it, we try to force it, or we surrender to it and we let go. And a lot of people talk about surrender, but I don't feel like it's a surrender per se. We don't let go. It's like in the body, when we let go, we feel relaxed, but we're not in a state where we can actually create. Fully letting go is like saying, I'll leave everything up to faith. One must have faith for it to come together. But it's not a full surrender, even though surrender is involved. Just imagine when you let your body go and you fully surrender everything, it's like a flop. But what we want to do when we are leading in the personal development space is have this power, this strength, but also this flexibility. And this is what allows us to take action and feel good within ourselves. And this is what I want to activate in you, open up in you, thrive in you. Because when we're able to have that, when we're able to step into that, like really embody that, then the world is our oyster, right? Like we can create, we can step into anything that we desire. We get to choose whatever it is that we want to step into. It's just a matter of like really checking the frequency, really checking like what we're tapping into. And this was one of my big lessons. Like when I was in my late 20s, 30s, one of the biggest like things that I was tuned into was creating wealth. I was part of a business that we were growing our business beautifully. Like I had a business partnership, and we had really, really like a beautiful community. We had, I was trying to think, 8 staff, I think. 8 staff, and it was a bricks and mortar business. And the way that we were running it was like clockwork. We came in and we did what we needed to do. We were supporting the community. We were making amazing money. Like I was able to grow my wealth. I was so tuned into being an amazing businesswoman. I had that so high up on my, like, in, what's the word for it? It was like that was my goal. That was my vision. That was what I wanted to be. It was like I wanted to be a businesswoman. I wanted to learn how to create an amazing business, how to work with staff, how to like hire staff, how to train staff, how to be really amazing at following through with what my clients wanted. Like customer service, making it like amazing experience for my clients coming in. And it's like those things mattered to me. Those things were important to me. And with that came good money. With that came wealth. With that, I was able to, with my husband, buy this property that we have, a 5-acre property near my family, near amazing schools, near like, you know, we basically have this beautiful forest. I look out the window and I see trees, and we have this, like, this was something that I'd only ever dreamt of. As like an immigrant coming in, I was 8 years old. We came with my parents, and we basically had a couple of suitcases, and that was it. And so growing up with a lot of scarcity, growing up with wanting things but not being able to have it, seeing my friends like with beautiful clothes, and we had to get hand-me-downs or go to the salvos and get second-hand clothes. Like I remember one of the first things I got with my first ever paycheck. Like I was 14 years old, and I went and worked because I wanted to make my own. I wanted to create my own money. I wanted to buy things for myself that I didn't have to rely on my parents. I didn't have to rely on them to buy it for me. And one of the first things I bought, I remember this Lionel Richie CD. It was like dancing on the ceiling. And you know, when I bought that tape, when I put it in the cassette player, and when I played it, when I knew that I had bought it for myself, and there was no ties to lack, there was no ties to feeling like I couldn't have it. When I played that and I manifested it myself, it felt like magic. And that feeling grew in me, and I was able to step into it and create an amazing business. And then I was able to manifest this amazing property. And we also manifested an investment property as well, right where the beach meets the forest. And, you know, doing these things, I was so tuned into doing what I love, and I was tuned into making money, wealth, creating wealth and holding on to it, building a legacy for my children. But one of the things that I didn't have high on my radar was creating the most amazing health within myself, preparing myself for the long term so that I felt so good within my own body, my bones, my cells, my emotions. This inner power, this ascension within my body. And this is what I realized really mattered to me. I wanted the wealth because it felt good to have money. It felt good to buy amazing things. It felt good to support my family. I can't hear you. I'm doing something.
Which bit is it today?
I don't know. I can't tell you that right now. I'm busy. I'll look later. So this intention of creating the most amazing business and wealth, but then being able to do it within my body in such a way that it was an evolution of myself. It was an insurance policy on my health. And I had no idea that this existed. Like, I was so tapped in to the personal development space. I'd researched. I'm a 1-3. So if you know human design, my one line is super interested in researching things. So I have spent a lot of time, energy, and money on researching the personal development space and really tapping into amazing experiences around how to feel good within ourselves. But I had no idea that I could build and evolve my body to such a high level until my son had trouble with his development as a baby. And this is the weirdest thing. I was running this business, this amazing business, this like yearly 7-figure business for consecutive years. But in the background, even though I meditated, even though I did yoga, even though I did all the conventional things that help us, like, exercising, eating well, that help us feel good within our bodies, I did things for nervous system regulation. But I didn't understand how I could evolve that to such a high level until my son had things going on with his development. And this experience of being able to tap into my body, of being able to modulate my experiences, my emotions from deep within, it felt like I was growing my life force energy. It felt like I was switching on this generator within myself that had the capacity to generate the feel good, the bliss within myself, no matter what was going around me. And it wasn't the typical, like, I have no fear kind of feeling, because I already had that as a kind of like 20-year-old. I don't know whether it's my 3 line in human design, this kind of like phoenix rising, this kind of resilience, this I have courage to walk through fire. I literally did walk through fire, and it's like this feeling of I will do whatever it takes. It's not that. It's not a resilience per se, because this generating function that I tapped into, this somatic experience that I tapped into, it's like the thread of our human existence. It's the thing that connects our body to our soul and fires us up to be able to feel good within ourselves and step into our big dreams. And it's like you can step into your big dreams without it. I have so many women that have either they're in my community or I've coached them personally that have stepped into their big dreams without having this nervous system vitality as their forefront. And so you don't need it to create your big dreams. But if you want to do it in such a way that you're evolving yourself, that you're evolving your energy, your power, your health to the highest realms. It's like an ascension that's not just ascension within your soul. It's an ascension that your body gets to come along. Because a lot of people do ascension work where they ascend their bodies. Ascend their soul. They ascend their soul. But their body, their nervous system, really per se, is left in a separate realm. Even though they're exercising, even though they're eating well, even though they're doing the things that quote unquote the experts say, what I want to bring to you is this evolution of the energy within you, modulating the energy within you, this life force energy, in such a way that it's an insurance policy to your energetics. It's like being able to tap into this what is that called again? This youth. What is that fountain of youth is what I was looking for. That's it. It's like tapping into the fountain of youth of your energetic power. It's like being able to generate that energy within yourself over and over again for whatever you need, regardless of what your human design is. It's like, I'm a manifesting generator. And with that human design, we've got the capacity to just do multiple things and just have the energy to keep going with it. But there's other human design areas, or there's other human design aspects where it's like you're a projector or you're a manifester. And the energetics of those are different in that you can only do a certain amount per day. But when you generate the energy within yourself, it's easier to follow your design, like your human design, because it's easier for you to tap into yourself and reset the switch. And when you can do that, when you can step into that, it opens a portal so that you no longer have to be pulled back by others judging you, or when you have like a difficult experience in your life, when you have conflict within your family, when you have conflict with your loved ones or your friends. It's inevitable that we have those situations come up. It's inevitable that clients have an experience where they're not happy. It's inevitable that you have people following you on your social media platform and there'll be someone that judges you, or there's someone that says a rude comment. And it's like, we're going to cope either way. But when you have this ascension in the body, when you have this backup, when you have this generator on within yourself, it opens up a portal, it opens up a pathway where you can turn on the switch and feel good within yourself and generate that within yourself. And we're designed with this, right? That's the beautiful thing. We're designed with it, but through our evolution, we lose it. And so opening it back up again is such a blessing. Like, to be able to do that, I cannot, like, the experience of being able to open that up is like a flower opening. It's like having access to this energy within. And when we're able to do that, then we can step into our dreams in a way where it's so exciting. And it's like that 10 years ago version of me, she did it anyway. She stepped into her dreams and she didn't have this somatic and energetic modulation. She didn't know that it was available. She didn't know that the ascension was available in the body. She knew about ascension in the soul. And she tapped into that. But her body was following the path of shifting, following the path of giving her signals. And at that stage, I thought the signals meant I was getting older, even though I was only 35. At that stage, I thought that my body was starting to show signs that I was on the down, even though I was only 35. At that stage, I was starting to question my nervous system and what it was doing, and I was starting to think that I was in a stress response to things more often than I wanted to be. I was in a wobble more often than I wanted to be. But now I understand that it was my body training me. It wasn't my body going against me. And knowing this is so powerful, because I get to be here and share that with you. And if it lands, if you feel that in your body, that whenever your body signals to you, it's for you, not against you. If this is all you take out of the live today, is that you're able to understand that your body's signaling you to help you evolve, not to push you down. And if you step into difficult emotions, negative emotions, it's not because your body is against you. It's your body trying to train you and support you. And if you can understand that going into the new year, if it's something that you can really take on board and help support you in your business growth, in feeling good within yourself. Because unlike the version of me 10 years ago, where I got there, I got the business success. I was able to step into my dreams of the things that I wanted. I was able to step into the frequency of doing the things that I love rather than just doing things that I should. I had those concepts already and my life was good. But then when I stepped into this next evolution of understanding that my body is there for me, that my body is there to signal things to me, not so that I ignore them and push them away, not so that I silence it or smush them over, that it was there for me to evolve. And just like if you step into a thorn and your body signals pain because you stepped into a thorn, you could take medication, pain relievers, so that you don't feel the pain, and that would cover it up. But that wouldn't be listening to your body. That would be covering it up. It would be putting a band-aid over it. It would be a short-term support. What I want to help you understand is really, truly how to listen to your body and notice the thorns and to be able to take them out, not to ignore them, not to become stronger so you don't feel it, although becoming stronger is a part of it. But you get to become stronger in a way where your internal power grows, not your power to push things aside, not your power to ignore things. And this is such an important key, because back then, 10-year ago version of me that it was in the success, I was good at building my fearlessness, my courage, my ability to push things aside. Even if they were hard, I'd stare fear in the eyes and move anyway. But the level of evolution that I'm talking about, where you get to ascend in your body, is understanding your body, tapping into the body. It's an art. It's the finesse of how to take the thorn out without having to ignore the pain of the thorn and move anyway. It's taking it out so then you don't have to feel the pain. But if you do, if you do feel pain, you're okay with it, but you don't have to prolong the pain. That's the thing, right? And it's like you get to build your health, because by taking the thorn out in a way where it's like to your evolution, it gets to heal. And you get to walk in your business supporting your client for years to come, for centuries to come. And that is the vibe of this concept. That is the vibe of my brand, is this longevity. This longevity is the essence of what I'm bringing to you here. Because when we have things happen in our nervous system has strategies to protect us in the short term. You know, when we go into the response of I can't cope. When we go into the response of the wobble, the deep wobble, it's like it ends up in the freeze. It ends up in the short term, I've got to protect myself. But I want to support you with the long term, not just the short term. And the shortest term protection is the freeze. It's when everything is gone and there's no more left that you can do. I have a cat, and he caught a mouse the other day. And it's quite interesting watching what they do with mice. It's like they play with mice, and the mouse tries to run. And in that stage, the mouse had hope. In that stage, there was some long term, because it's like, I can protect myself. I'm going to run, or I'm going to fight, like it was trying to fight its way out. And it's like when the nervous system tries to help us, it like supports us in a way where it's like, what can I do to get out of this? What can I do to free myself of this? What can I do to let go of this pain? Because it knew that something wasn't right. It knew that it wasn't in a good place. So it tried to run. It tried to fight. But then it tried a different strategy. It tried to freeze. And our bodies do these things to support us. Because when we have enough in us to fight, when we have that long-term vision, we have that within us, sometimes fighting for what we believe in, sometimes standing for what we believe in is the way to go. And we need our nervous system to support us in being able to do that. But other times, our nervous system has nothing left but to freeze, nothing left but to stop. And you'll experience that as procrastination. You'll experience that as not being able to follow through on the things that you want to do. And this is not a long-term solution. This is like when our nervous system has nothing left. It's like, I can't cope with this, and I need to shut myself down. This is so much that I cannot live with this experience. I need to shut it off. And that's where the mouse was. It was like it was protecting itself. It tried everything. It couldn't do any more, so the freeze was the thing left. And the nervous system doing that isn't bad. So if you find yourself procrastinating in your business, don't be hard on yourself. It's because your nervous system in that moment in time doesn't have the resources to do what's needed. But we can build on that. We can shift that. And your nervous system is there to train you. When it shows you that it has no other resource, it has no other way but to procrastinate. Or maybe your nervous system tunes in to fighting, but in a way that you regret it afterwards. Or maybe your nervous system gives up, it runs, and it's like it gives up on things that are important to you, dreams that are important to you. And it can't cope with either the capacity in your business. Maybe like you grew it too fast and there's too much on the back end to like deliver on. There's too much for you to be able to like feel good within yourself. And you feel your nervous system wobble. You feel it tell you that something isn't right. When it does that, notice what it's telling you, because it's telling you for a reason. And we can shift this capacity within ourselves. But we've got to realize what our body's telling us first. We've got to meet our body where it is. We've got to take the information and read it for the truth of what it is. Because often people misread the body's cues. The body's trying to say, like your body's trying to say, let's say it's trying to tell you the number 13, and you read it as 31. It's like you're misreading the cues of what your body's trying to tell you. And you're seeing it as something that is a downfall of your body, but it's not. Your body's telling you things, and we harness it. rather than like looking down on our bodies when we feel like a negative emotion or something bad coming in. Our body's telling us for a reason. So I want you to be aware of it. Really, like reading our body's cues is such an important thing. Because some of us, like, I've had an experience where I've stepped into reading the cues of the body in a way where it's like it's a nonsense kind of feeling. It's like we feel bad at what happened. We feel bad at how the things came through, and we try to just forgive the other person, or we try to feel love, when in the background all we fear is anger, resentment, and rage. And we try to paint on the outside a different feeling of what the truth is on the inside. And we really try to pretty up a turd. But that concept leads to people feeling like their bodies are against them, leads to people feeling like things are too hard. This is what leads to burnout. This is what leads to health issues. Because when we build up things in our body, when we try to push ourselves, when we try to create magic in our business but can't, when we try to create magic in our health but we can't, when we get pulled back over and over again into patterns that we don't want to be pulled into, and then we try to fix ourselves, we try to put out the fire, we try to make it all better, but it doesn't work. That's polishing a turd, because we keep trying to make it look something different to what it is. I want you to meet yourself to where you are, wherever that is. Because wherever you are is okay. Wherever you are in your nervous system, in your body, is where you are. And there's no point making it seem like it's more than it is. And it's no point putting down the natural systems of the body that are there to protect us. They're there for a reason. They're a fail-safe. They're a protection. And if we didn't have them, it would be really hard. Think of them as like, protection. Have you ever watched those spy movies? And if they get into trouble, they have this pill that helps them exit. And it's like, it's there to protect them so that they don't get tortured. Because like worst case scenario, in some of those spy movies, man, they do some really bad torture that you wouldn't want to be part of. It's like our nervous system is there to protect us. It numbs us out. It stops us from feeling to protect us. But in the long term, we need to know that that's happening. We need to be aware that that's happening, and we need to feel the truth of it, that it's happening. Because if we don't, that's when the health issues creep in. The burnout, the anxiety, the depression, or the things that pull us back from going forward. It's like what I mean when I say, the heaviness of it all. It's like we've been hurt in our business, we've been hurt with our clients, we've been hurt by the experiences, and then we don't want to keep going, or we're bored, or we just don't get the excitement, we don't get the energy come through, we can't find the level that we used to be at. It's like you're still enjoying it, but it's not the same as what it used to be. We make these excuses, we pull these adaptations out, and we create these experiences in our body to cope. But I don't want to have you just cope. I've lived that. I've lived in safety. I've found safety in my nervous system. And in a business where you want to step into your dreams, where you want to grow your capacity, safety isn't where we're headed. We're headed towards ascension, evolution. We're headed towards the next levels of growth. We want to create magic. We want to alchemize our future. And in order to do that in a way where our body supports us, That's, like, to me, the richness. I've done it in a way where I wasn't including my body fully. And you can reach success that way. You can ascend, you can create wealth, you can do amazing things. But if your body's signaling to you, if your body is signaling sleep issues, if your body's signaling discomfort, if your body's signaling nervous system wobble, if you're experiencing these things within you, if you experience infertility, it's your body signaling to you that something isn't right. It's whispering to you, and we don't want to get to where the body is screaming. Because when the body gets to the point where it's screaming, it's a different concept. But while it's whispering to us, while we have these things gently come through, there is so much we can shift. There is so much we can create. Our bodies are so uniquely designed. Our bodies are so uniquely created that we can shift things, unimaginable things. And it's like this reality within us that we get to do that. We get to be able to shift those things. We get to be able to shift them by going back to the foundations of how our nervous system was created in the first place. That's why I was lucky enough to have my son, as a 10-month-old baby, teach me these things, because it happens when we're evolving. This is how we build our energy. I mean, have you seen the energy in kids? Have you seen the power in kids? The capacity for their nervous system to grow, learn, evolve, and have like this happiness, this richness, this power of energy? That's what we're stepping into. We're stepping into the evolution of you. So you've got this wonderment within yourself, this childlike neuroplasticity, this childlike capacity to learn and grow and feel good within yourself. This is the evolution container. This is a 3-month container, and it is a mastermind. And I have a maximum of 5 women that will come into this space. At the moment, I have no women, so you could be one and only person in this container, or you could be one of 5, so there's 6 of us with this Voxer component and this 2 times a week Zoom sessions. One is energetic modulation, the other is somatic modulation. This, when intertwined together, brings about the most amazing evolution in us. And then you'll be able to have one-on-one Voxer with me as well. This container is like ideally suited for the woman that wants to grow her capacity, wants to grow her like business and her health within herself. This container is the ascension of the body along with our soul. It's like taking our body to a level of energetic capacity, energetic evolution, that you have the openness within yourself to create the truth of what it is that you really want to create in your business. Until now, you've held back. You've played to the level that you've played to, but there's a next level that you know within you. That's why you're watching this. You know there's a next level, but you haven't had the capacity to step into it yet. You've played around with it. You've experimented with it. You've opened it up and then you came back again. This will open it in your body. And I truly believe that the evolution of us as wealthy women relies on us to be able to feel the cues of our body, really step into and generate energy from within ourselves so we can step into what we came here to do, so that we can support our clients in what they came here to do. We open that torch within ourselves and then it'll ripple through to our clients, it'll ripple through for generations to come. This container, this 12-week container, is $8,888. And this is like an opportunity to step into your evolution, to step into your body, the truth of your body and where it's at, and to grow that to your next level, to grow your nervous system capacity in such a way that you've never experienced before. And the container is open for women only. It's application only. So if you DM me, then we can work out if you're a fit for it. This is a fast tracking of your evolution. A fast tracking of your evolution, so you don't have to keep experimenting and being pushed back. You don't have to keep finding ways to shift the wobble, to make yourself stronger. It's a way to build your power with flexibility. And it's a maximum of 5 women in the container. So the proximity to me and to each other. If there's 6 of us, we get 2 sessions each week that are focused on growth in your business and growth in your nervous system. That capacity, that evolution. The topics will be around opening up growth in your business and growth in your nervous system, evolution in your nervous system, ascension in your nervous system, vibrancy in your nervous system. So if it's something that you are wanting to find more information about, interested in, DM me and we can see if you're a fit. I also have other programs. I have the Superconscious Muse, which is when the energetic state in the body matches the grandness of your business vision. This is Voxer with me once a week for 45 minutes, for the equivalent of a 45-minute session. This is at the moment once a week for 3 months, and it's 4K. It's for you if you want your memories to align to the version of you that you truly are. This is energetic modulation. So we get to shift things in your body through energetic modulation. My voice, your voice, and how we interact with each other will shift things within your body and open up the dimension for you in your business. And then there is the Sacred Health Container. The Sacred Health Container is a 6-month container. And this is more if you have a health condition, autoimmune tendencies, or like have experienced infertility. And this container has 2 levels. One is 6 months with a Zoom session once a week and once per week Voxer. And then there's an in-person level where we work together for 3 weeks in person, and you have access to everything else in the Sacred Health Container as well on top of it. So this is like the VIP version. This is like the I want to take it to the highest level version. This is like I'm ready to open up health within my body to such a high level. I care about myself. I put myself as the priority. This is you as the leading edge. This is you knowing that you are the one holding the torch in your business, that you are the one supporting others in your business, and you know that your health is the most important thing, that you're stepping into creating your dreams through you as the vortex, that you're creating health within yourself first, and that's the priority, and that's at the forefront, that's at the leading edge. This is when you've had something really show up in your body, that your body is signaling to you at a level where there are physical symptoms, where there are physical signs, where there's like a lack of something that your body is able to do. It can't modulate the immune system, or You haven't been able to conceive a child and bring a child into your life, but you can feel your soul purpose. You can feel the connection with your child. You can feel them calling you, and you want to step into your sacred health container. You want to open up the receiving to them. You want to connect with them because you know it's time, that you've had enough of putting your business first, of putting others first, and that it's time for you to come first, and that you know that this is for the best, for the greater good, and that you're ready to step into this. These are the different levels of the sacred health container, and this is when health is the leading edge. The others, business is the leading edge. It's like you'll get some nervous system whispers, but there is no physical manifestation in your body, or you're not interested in listening to the physical manifestations in your body yet. And then the sacred health is when you have physical manifestations in the body and you're ready to step into the version of you that meets them where they are. That you're ready to step into the version of you that isn't just waiting for it to change. That it's like you have faith that it will change, but you're not answering the call when God brings the lifeboat, when God brings the helicopter. This is the helicopter coming in, and it's time to step into it when you're ready. So DM me if you'd like further details on that, and we can see if you're a fit. It's not a fit for everybody. So really, especially my sacred health containers, I step into such depth with opening up health and vitality within the body, because the nervous system is what underpins it all. And we step into it in a way where we look at chemical interactions, we look at emotional and physical growth and evolution within the body. And it's really important that I get the right people for this, because when you crack this safe open, when you crack this within yourself, you can shift things. It's like magic happens within your body, but you can't be in a state of like need for it. It has to be a desire. It has to be something that you are wanting to create and manifest within yourself. And you have to be ready to step into it and really own it. And when you do, when you're at that level, when you're ready for your next level of evolution, DM me and we can see if you're a fit. If you have found that just knowing that your nervous system is there for you, not against you, that listening to this live has shifted something within you, and that's enough, and you feel like you want to share this, please share this, because this information is so important. There are so many people that are business women that are noticing signals in their body, in their nervous system. They're feeling the wobble, and they think that it's their body going against them. So it's really important that you share this message, that they realize that it's not the body going against them, that it's their body training them to evolve. And really understand that, really feel that within yourself, that the body is there for you to protect you and to help you with what you're ready to be able to do. If you're ready for safety, if that's where you want to go, then that's what you do. But if you're ready for vibrancy and growth, to step into your big dreams, your mission, then that's the next step, right? We evolve, we listen to our nervous system and we grow with it. We use it as a stepping stone. When we know where we are and we meet it at that level, we can use it as a stepping stone and step to the next one. We know where we are, we meet it where it is, we use it as a stepping stone, go to the next one. That's our evolution. So I'm wishing you a beautiful day, night, wherever you are. And I'm wishing you so much like openness for the new year. We are so close to 2025. We are so close. Wishing you all the best vibes. Love you guys. Bye for now.